Hey guys, this is Bogdan, the founder of Surviving Divorce for Men, and today I want to talk about before you're hiring a divorce lawyer, the questions that you might ask at the initial interview and find out if they are a good fit for you. So I have a list of things that I want to go over, and these are some of the questions in addition to whatever else you want to ask. And the first one is, do you handle cases other than divorce in family law? Um, you want to make sure that their majority or the main focus of what they do is divorce and family law, because some of them do family law and criminal, family law and anything else, medical malpractice or something else, or anything, landlord cases, business, whatever. We make sure that they handle the family law as 100% or more than 50% of that's what they do, because otherwise they might not be a good fit for you, because they're not that's not the whole thing they concentrate on. And so make sure you ask that question, or one of the questions. And then for how long, number two is for how long you've been involved with the family law. Again, if they do other things, don't ask how long they've been practicing the law, because they might be doing paralegal or do something else. Ask specifically with the family law, because often the cases do go to trial, and if it happens, they have to be able to do cross and direct examination, present evidence, do objections, prepare legal arguments, file motions and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that they know what they're doing and they've done some cases. And I would say, at least 3-4 years is the minimum of what they should be, what their experience should be. And now I'm not saying that if somebody has 35 years of experiences, they're the best. I mean, they've seen a lot of stuff, but 4 or 5 years doesn't mean that they're horrible. But again, it's that combo of, does that person, are they, how they're presenting themselves, how they're talking, if they're soft spoken and stuff like that. So make sure you pay attention to that as well. And number three is ask about their fee structure. What do they, approximately how long is it going to take, and then how do they do by hour? Do they have paralegal who charges less? Do they charge for traveling separately? Court stuff separately? Printing pages, copies, that's extra usually, and stuff like that. So make sure you ask them, and then most likely they'll ask for a retainer. Basically, you're paying ahead, 2, 3, 5,000 right away. You pay them, and then they put it in a trust, an account, and then they charge it as they go. Number four is, how will they communicate about the case? Communication is really important. So how will if they're close enough, you can go see them in person, or is it going to be over the phone or email, or a combination of those things? So number five is, ask them if they were ever in trouble with the bar association, and sometimes they do, and usually you can look it up and see in that particular state if that person has been in trouble with the bar association for that state specifically. And number six is, what does the divorce procedure entail? Unless you've gone through a divorce before, chances are you have no idea what to expect. So make sure you understand how long is it going to take, approximately, what are the steps, when is the trial, when is this, when is that, and when is, because every case is different. And then, like in my case, it's been over a year now, so since this whole thing started. So I didn't expect it to be this long, but basically you can figure out what to do in your situation, where to live, financially, job wise, stuff like that, how much support you need and everything like that. So I know some divorces take a month, 2, 3, and they're done. And again, it all depends on your ex and the situation with the house and kids and what's involved and how much they want, and if it's contested or not. And then, so make sure you ask the steps, or at least somewhat timeline, what's going to happen. Number seven is, ask about if you're going to be paying spouse support, child support, and stuff like that, or receiving. In most cases, the guys are the one who are paying. So we have the approximate calculations and stuff, so somewhat idea of what's going to happen. And then the length of marriage plays a role, the key factors, responsibilities assigned in the future, how many nights parents gets for each child, and then the income and tax and property possession. So those things do play a role in when figuring this question about the support. Number 8 is how will you make decisions about child custody? You know, sometimes couples do decide that in that met in privately and you know, figure stuff out. Sometimes, you know, the court has to be involved on that particular matter, and then you have to understand the factors considered by state judges when deciding which parent should get the custody. And then sometimes you go in a big battle and then do custody evaluation, which costs a lot of money and stuff like that. So if you don't want to go to trial, ask your lawyer about alternative dispute resolution, such as arbitration or mediation. So those are the two things. You don't have to go to trial. Trial is like the last thing where you decide everything. So there's alternatives to that. So make sure you ask your options on that, which can probably save you money as well. Again, every situation is different. See if it's good for your case or not. And then what's the process? Number 9, what's the process of dividing marital assets? You know, like if you have a house and stuff like that. So every state is different. So make sure you ask about that. If you can keep the house or will need to sell it, you know, probably need to figure out what the equities and stuff like that. So make sure you ask at least these questions, but it has to be more than that. I have, and I'll make another video with a bigger list of things, but these are some of the questions in addition to whatever you want to ask, because, you know, your divorce is your future and you need to understand what you're agreeing to, and because this is going to be your life, you know, this is going to be court order and whatever's going to happen, settlement A or B. So trying to figure out, you know, what's best for you, because that's what you have to worry about. So that's it for now. Click like, share, and subscribe. Comment below what else you want to hear, or your opinions or situation. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you see all the next videos that I'll be making. And hopefully we'll get through this together. Don't give up. God bless you guys. Jesus loves you, and take care.